We are in an age where memories are everything. People are constantly taking photos to remember who they were there with, what they were doing and what they were thinking. And it's only been recently in which a phenomenon known as the Mandela Effect has gained media and public attention that our memories could be wrong. According to the Know Your Meme website, the Mandela Effect is a theory of parallel universes based on the idea that large groups of people have similar alternative memories about past events. Now, of course, the name of this phenomenon wasn't created by Nelson Mandela at all, but it did heavily involve his death. In the year 2010, in a multi-genre convention in North America, Fiona Broome discovered that the many people around her, when questioned about the death of Nelson Mandela, said that he died in the early 1990s, when in fact he was still alive. Despite this, the Mandela Effect at this time had only a small following, but this all changed in 2012. Reese, an online blogger as well, showed interest in the Mandela Effect and shared his ideas on the subreddit after realizing that since he was a child, he had been spelling the Berenstain Bears wrong, spelling it as S-T-E-N. From this post, hundreds of thousands of people spoke up as well to say that they too thought that Berenstain was spelled as S-T-E-I-N. This example, among many others, have been why the Mandela Effect is growing so heavily. However, is the Mandela Effect actually real? The only example of the Mandela Effect that I can personally relate to is the product Febreze, of which I believe that it did have double E's. I pondered on the idea that we may be in a parallel universe, but I did conclude that there was a more down-to-earth answer. Looking at the final part of the advert, you perfectly see that there is only one E on the packaging. So why did I and many other people assume that there were two? Firstly, listening as to how the narrator says the brand,
wash it with Febreze.
You may affiliate Febreze like this because that's how it sounds, so it's perfectly understandable remembering Febreze with two E's. If I were to ask you what the evil stepmother said to her mirror in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, you would probably reply, that's easy. She says mirror mirror on the wall. However, if you look at the original Disney version, the evil stepmother says not mirror mirror, but instead says,
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
The only reasonable explanation as to why so many people have mistook this iconic line is simply because every other movie that involves a magic mirror refers to it as
mirror, mirror on the wall.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, is this not the most perfect kingdom of them all?
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
As well as that, in the German fairy tale by the Grimm brothers, of which Walt Disney based his movie on, the evil stepmother says to her mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. Because there are so many films on Snow White, it is perfectly reasonable as to why so many people misremember this iconic saying in the film Snow White. The most iconic scene throughout the entire Star Wars franchise is of course, Luke, I am your father, and you probably see nothing wrong with that. However, that is not what Darth Vader actually says.
No, I am your father.
This instance can be blamed on a phenomenon known as collective memories, in which false memories are formed due to the media. In this example, Luke, I'm your father is so iconic and used so commonly with TV shows and movies that people who haven't seen the movie will know that it's from Star Wars. However, my best explanation for it would be simply that it sounds and flows better. The quote, "No, I'm your father," could be recognized by a die-hard Star Wars fan, however, could not be recognized by someone who had only seen the film once. However, if you include Luke, I'm your father, you will instantly know that it's from Star Wars. Overall, I can hypothesize that the Mandela Effect is nothing supernatural and no proof that we are in a parallel universe. And although yes, it's entirely possible, I don't think that it is the main reason. I believe that it is simply a mix between collective memory, the conformity effect, and misremembering certain information that normally you don't notice. I think that the Mandela Effect is an interesting phenomenon, but tell me, what do you think in the comments down below? I hope you all enjoyed, and thanks for watching.